If you're into modular bags and MOLLE setups, this one is built for you. But is it really practical for work and everyday carry? Today we're taking a deep dive into the Nutsac TacSac 15. I've been using this for the better half of about 2 weeks for work specifically, and I'm here to share my thoughts. Okay, so first off, quick disclaimer. This bag was sent to me for review, but as always, I will be giving you my honest thoughts and opinion about this bag and any other products that are sent to me for review. I like my opinions to be 100% honest. Nutsac did not pay me for this video, nor am I getting payments for doing this video. They don't even know I'm creating this. These are just my honest thoughts on a new work bag that was given to me. So before we dive into the actual contents that are in this bag and what my pros and cons are, let me just give you a quick dimension of the bag itself. So from left to right, you're looking at 15 inches. Top to bottom, you're looking at 10 inches. And then the width is 3.5 inches. Obviously, when nothing is loaded out and inside of it. The material itself is its very famous waterproof wax canvas with full grain leather accents. You got it on the grab handle. You got it on the front flap. You got it on the zipper pulls. You even have it on the reinforced bottom. Really love that. This is one of their CMC bags, which is convert modified carry bags. What does that mean? That means there's MOLLE webbing inside of the actual bag itself. So if you have the satchel, you probably don't have MOLLE webbing in that. And it's all integrated on that back side there. Now, I've reviewed their TacSac 13 before, or I'll link the video to that in the description down below. But this is the 15. It's much larger than the 13. So you got MOLLE webbing on the back side of the interior. And then you also have some MOLLE webbing right here as well. It does come with metal hardware. So when it comes to the D-rings and the actual clips to the straps itself, and also YKK zippers. It's a very rugged construction, and that's why it's priced at $279. But it does come with a lifetime guarantee. All of their products do. So let's dive into what I have carried on this thing currently. Now in the front, as you can see, you have that flap that can just strap that right down. But I open this up and you have a zipper right up front. In that zipper, I have some wipes. I have a light for my DJI Osmo, which I'm using to record this video. I got some lotion. I got some gum. I got my bag or my tech cleaner. I also have some sanitizer, and I have my Data Crew Small Fry, which is my current Ouchie Boo Boo that I have in this bag. And then there isn't any organization in the bottom of that bag. As you can see, it's just a very large dump pocket. Now, making our way into the middle section, which by the way, has very awesome ways that you can access this bag. So you have a zipper here that can access it through the side, and that just comes down. Same on this side as well. You can access contents through this side, or you can have it from the top, come down and access your contents from in there. And then you can also move the zipper all the way over to one side. It has 4 zippers, so it's very modular in its case. Now you open this up here. It doesn't open full clamshell because it stops right where it has that leather reinforced bottom. And in here, I have everything set up like so. Oh, there goes my roly-poly belt pouch by Maxpedition, like that, because if I need extra storage, which in this bag I feel it's very necessary. I carry this in my backpacks, and if I'm loading my backpack out that much for work, I'm doing too much. But this right here does act as a good extra spare storage, which I can have on my hip here, and then I can store more things in there, just attach it to my belt. It does have 2 front flap pockets. So as you can see, I have a pocket here and a pocket here. In this pocket, I have my dedicated tool pouch, which is the Garage Built Gear case. And in here, I have a Skeletool. I have various bits, little screwdrivers, leveler, bit extenders, That's everything that I have in there. In this pocket, I have my jotted down notebook. Yes, I actually make these, sell these on Amazon. I'll make sure I link this in the description down below. Just lined pages that I have on here. This is a newer one. I already filled up the other one that I have. Really good to have because I just like writing down all my thoughts on videos that I want to create and whatnot, and just notes in general. So I have that in this pocket. And I also have this here. This is a multicam black sidekick by Arc Company. And what's cool about this is that it has 3 slots right here where I'm currently carrying a tactile turn lefty bolt action pen. I also have a Vero Company fulcrum, full-size fulcrum. This one right here is a bronze and tungsten. And then I also have a jigsaw pen by Smooth Precision Pens. No longer in business, but if you have one of them, those are a gem. But this sidekick is really cool because it just hosts those 3 things. Now on the back, if I have a thinner notebook, I can slide that right back here, or I can even use that as a card holder because it's just this elastic band that can hold things in place. And don't have anything else in those pockets. I do have my DJI camera bag, which I have in here. I do have my Nutsac leather double admin pouch that just sits in here as well. And in here, this is my dedicated tech pouch. It has a lot of love marks on there already, as you can see. I need to get some leather conditioning to really get this together and looking nice and new. I have my iPad in here. This is my workhorse iPad 11 Pro, and this one has some patches right back there. You guys can already tell I'm a big Pokemon fan. And then you have your MOLLE panel. And now on here, oh, this is awesome. I have a flashlight, and this is by Olight, and this is their O-Clip Pro. But as you can see, or maybe you can't see, I'll get a close-up on this in a different shot, but it has Mikey Daily Carry on there. It's a little gift that Olight sent me. They had Mikey Daily Carry engraved on this light. You can actually do that on a lot of the different lights that they sell. So Olight, thank you so much for sending this over, along with that engraved Mikey Daily Carry. I've done reviews on the O-Clip Pros already. I'll link that in the description of this video as well. But real easy, it has 3 modes. It has a spotlight, has a floodlight, and it has red lights. And the cool thing about this is that it's also magnetic. So I can attach it to my vehicle if I want. That way it can shine some light on whatever I'm working on. And another thing is, obviously, it has a very strong clip, 3 emitters for the flood, the spotlight, and the red light. And it has a USB-C charging. Really love that. So I like how they're now including that in their arc felds as well. I may have one that I'm going to be doing a review on, but that's for another video. And inside here, I also have a highlighter. I have more pens. I use pens a lot at work, guys. So sometimes when I don't have it on me, I like the fact that I can just open my bag and go, oh, there's a pen. But I got 2 pens on here. I got the Switch by Tactile Turn. And then I also have the Brass Pocket Pro by Big Eye Design. Awesome guys over there. And I have a knife. That is the utility knife by Big Eye Design as well, all tie. And that's all I have in the center. And now on the back side, like I had stated, I also have a dump pocket, but you have MOLLE webbing that's right up here, which is slightly exposed. This is a light that I've been testing out and reviewing. It's the Ace Beam K1. I'm going to do a flashlight review video later on because I got a bunch of new flashlights that I got to show you guys. But what's cool about this Ace Beam K1 is that it does have its main light, it has a laser, and it has a UV. And how that works is you just rotate this crown right here, and that switches the different modes. The front right there has 3 emitters, the laser, the UV, and the main light. And it is a tail switch light, which I really like. I'll do a review on that later. And then I also have my carabiner, which also doubles as a tripod for my phone. I'll show you guys here. So it just clicks on MagSafe, and now I have this to use as my little camera when I'm on the go. This actually works wonders for me when I'm recording content, and that's how I have this bag loaded out. Now let's talk about what the pros are for this bag. Number one is the modularity. This bag really shines in the modularity because the MOLLE webbing is rock solid. I mean, when I'm tugging on these things, I know that this isn't going to come undone in the near foreseeable future. And if it does, they offer a lifetime warranty, which they can replace that for you. It absolutely does not have any weak points, and I like how it's so customizable. So even with their admin pouches that they have, where it also has that MOLLE backing, you can attach those to the bag, so that way it's not ruffling around or anything like that, and that is a huge plus. Number two is the tan color versus the black color. Now the TacSac 13, I think I got in black. That thing is a link catcher. I think I also have another bag of theirs that was sent to me in black. Something about the wax on the canvas makes it such a link catcher. And you can see that much more, and it's more dominant on the black than it is the tan. And I also like how the tan just patinas versus the black as well. The black just tends to look a little ashy, where this gives it that old vintage bag look that you see in movies and whatnot. I know I've only tested this bag for 2 weeks, but I can already tell, I mean, just like all of Nutsac's products, their build quality is top notch. I mean, it's really second to none when it comes to their build quality. And 2 weeks is such a short time, but in long-term use, like I have the Sling Plus, I use that for a long time, and I didn't experience any frays, no loose stitching, or anything like that. Another thing I noticed about this bag is that even though it's the TacSac 15, bigger brother to the 13, it still carries as a slim profile. You show you guys here, throw that on my person. So on my person, this is how it looks. And I really like it. It's very slim. I don't have it sliding any lower. Like I had stated, I really like how the zippers can just be access to the side. So that way, if I need to grab some stuff in there, or even if I sling it over the other side, you can do so. But it's a very slim bag in its profile, which is a plus. Now, what are the things that I would consider changing or maybe revamping about this bag? My biggest gripe is that it doesn't have a dedicated laptop sleeve. I don't carry a laptop, but I do carry this iPad. And I don't like how this just sits in the bag loosely. So as you can see here, there's no dedicated slots. Now, Nutsac does sell a cover for their laptops. I don't think they sell a cover for tablets, but they do carry one where you can just throw in here. But when I have my iPad in here, I kind of just have everything else resting against it when I place this in here. And then as you pack this out, it does tend to be very crammed in here. So I wish there was some form of dedicated laptop sleeve. I would just assume that looking at it, TacSac 15, it would be suitable for 15-inch laptop, but that's not the case. It doesn't have one. Number two is just more of a wish, but I wish that there was maybe some external pockets that was on this front flap when this comes down that you can access from the outside, rather than having to unclip, take this off, and then get to this zipper right here. Now, there is a quick access in the back. You do have that. But I think just a wish of mine would be to add some pockets right here on the front. Maybe something slim where there's a zipper and whatnot, where you can access things right here on the go. And like I had stated, with no dedicated laptop sleeve, this bag, compared to my backpacks, obviously tends to be a bit more crammed with the things that I carry on a day-to-day basis. So I wish that there was a little bit more depth in the bag. 3.5 inches is what you get right out of the box. But if I could just add a little bit more, maybe 5 inches, I think my items would sit in this bag a little bit more comfortably. But hey, for my work setup, last 2 weeks, it's been great. You guys just saw everything that I carry there, and I have no issues accessing the gear. Have more qualms about the capacity and like the space inside. But for the most part, getting to my items is not an issue whatsoever. But that is my 2-week review of the TacSac 15. Would you drop almost $300 on this bag? Yes or no? Comment down below and let me know. If you have this bag, I'd also like to know what you carry in it or how you carry it around on your person. And then if you found some value in this video, as always, like, share, and subscribe. And also comment down below, what do you think about this video? I do weekly videos on gear reviews. I also have a podcast that I started on this channel, which is Not Another EDC Podcast. More raw, uncut, where I just go in on my thoughts about EDC. So I'd love to have you guys. But lastly, thanks for watching. I will catch you guys on the next one. My name is Mikey Messina. This is Mikey Daily Carry. Peace out. Waka.